I'll get that started.
Then I can just stream
Going live. Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode 40 of the High Republic of the House of Holocrons podcast. Sorry, guys, we're trying to get everything set up for some tier lists to bring them to you all. This is going to be a lot of fun. I hope you all are excited for this. I know I am. Let me go ahead and blam.
Yeah, so while you're setting that up, how's everybody doing? Yeah, we decided to do some little tier list fun. I personally have started phase 2. I finished the first book, which I don't remember currently.
Oh.
I will have to look it up. I'm currently on the
Alright.
second one. The book that I'm being recommended at the time.
Bam,
We're both looking stuff up.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, guys. We're just trying to get everything working for you.
Just finished Path of Deceit, which is the young adult novel, but apparently it's recommended, and I understand because it's part of the whole cult part. And then
All right. Funny how it was like, you can't do this, but you know what you can do? You can start the stream and then pull it up. So, do you think we should start on High Republic since we're talking about it already? A little fresher in our minds. Oh, what's going on? We got issues. Can you hear me? All right.
messed up.
I kind of just heard you there. Okay, I think you're back.
Yeah, I think streaming on your end might be messing it up.
I guess it is.
Yeah. If you want, like I said, I can stream it. That way we stream both. Because I think because once you streamed it, everything started messing up.
Yes, it did. Yeah, let me send you the link, I guess, real quick. Copy. How do I send it to you?
Let's try to do it on my end and see if that makes things a bit smoother, maybe.
Yeah, because it's not gonna work on my end. It'll cut you out if it does.
Yeah, it's weird.
You need me to send you the link?
Yes, please. All the ones that you had.
On Discord?
Whichever, doesn't matter.
Just trying to think of how to pull anything up. I don't have anything else on my computer.
Just copy the link from the tab you have pulled up. You can post it general or private, doesn't matter. Or I could try searching for it if you remember what it was, if you've already closed it.
Why is it doing this? I'm about to lose my mind. There. God, that should not have been that fucking difficult.
Well, yeah, so
sorry about this, guys. You're going to be looking at stuff you probably really don't care about because I have no other way to do this.
Okay. So you want to do the High Republic first? Or which one are you looking at doing first? So we're looking at maybe High Republic, lightsaber duels.
Hold on. I'm fucking shit up because now I'm rushing. Yeah, lightsaber duels is always a fun one. Let's see, we got these bad boys here. Whatever. Just go back. God, this is gonna...
I can pull one up real quick.
Please do. I don't care which one it is. We just...
Let's do the best one. So let's see if I can... Alright, so I will now share my screen for the stream. See if that will work.
Sorry, guys. We would have, of course, practiced this a little bit more, but as you all know, we both have legitimate jobs right now. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And the more y'all do that, the more time we'll have to spend on nothing but podcasting.
All right, I'm ready to. I think my thing's being able to be shared now. You just got to pull back over to the.
All right. Watch
Some of these I
stream.
won't recognize. If we get to some characters we don't fully on recognize, we
Yeah.
just skip over them. I actually no, I recognize quite a few of these. There's a lot of Clone Wars characters in this one.
Right. All right.
I wish if I hovered over this, it would say what character it is.
Right. Alrighty, everyone. So, should we get started then?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we could just start in. Do you want to start from the bottom or from the top?
Unless you want to go back to talking about High Republic like I was, it's up to you. I was just trying to. I think some of it cut out. So
A lot of it did, sadly, while I was trying to get everything working. So I don't even know what you said.
yeah, I was trying to talk about my current trek through the High Republic.
Oh yes, yes.
The book that I'm reading and what I just finished because I'm on phase 2 currently. A lot of the Path of the Open Hand and now I'm reading about the war between the two planets and
Yes.
that's possibly going to fix it, which I have a feeling if it has anything close to the first book, it's probably not going to go as well as I think it is.
What? The High Republic isn't gonna go well? No way. That's what I love about the High Republic. There is a lot, like, it just feels like everything's going wrong, but you don't have to worry about blaming the Sith. It's a big galaxy with a lot of problems. Speaking of a big galaxy, let's start tearing into a tier list maybe, guys. Starting off, we can, of course, let's go to full screen. That way it doesn't look as bad. I promise. I'm gonna be professional one of these days.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll just start up on top. We, of course, have the first person. If we're going apparently in alphabetical order, makes sense to me. Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, Asajj, she starts off pretty slow and then she gets in a lot. Mainly during the Clone Wars cartoon. She gets one of the coolest lightsabers, I'll say, for sure.
Yeah, it does that, like, especially when she combines them and has the S dual saber. Good training, good master on the dark side and the light side, honestly. And I've always liked her character, but mostly in the sense of what she could have become, especially had she like survived Dark Disciples.
They built her up a lot, and then they kind of pushed her to the side.
Yeah.
So I'd say if off the book, I'd say she's maybe a B because she's cool. She's pretty strong.
Right.
She's always playing an apprentice, typically. I don't think we see her anything other than in an apprentice role.
Yeah. Because then she kind of like eventually leaves Dooku when he tries to kill her, and she tries to kill him and does her own thing.
She
but
does like her own thing.
She could have been way cooler. I think she would have been way cooler had she either just.
Well, her two redemptions for me is the lightsabers, and then I know we were speaking about, but she did convert Quinlan Voss temporarily.
Yeah, and not even like a full conversion, just like converted him to the idea to not dogmatically follow the Jedi, but to also not listen to Dooku.
I mean, we can add another tier if you want a full-on F tier, but I don't think we'll have a full-on F tier.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna have an F tier.
I'd say she's a good BC.
Yeah, I'd say she's a good B. I'll give her, I would say B over C, just because if they ever decided to bring her back for a random little like thing, I feel like the fandom would enjoy it. A lot of people liked their goth mommy.
Yeah, she did real well, and then she kind of was taken out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
They built her up, and it's kind of a letdown.
Right.
Her lightsabers are some of the coolest. You got the like black and silver banded, and they can connect and makes almost an S. So,
Great in fighting Makashi like her master Dooku, of course.
so
All
the
right.
next one is Aura Singh.
Yes.
She gets a live action version of her
Mhm.
temporarily. She's not. She's in episode 2, right?
Yes. No, she's in episode 1 during the pod race scene when
Yes,
Anakin goes
correct,
up that ramp. She was standing there and like watching everything.
You see her a bit in the Clone Wars. You
Mhm.
see her. She's part of the whole Boba Fett gang for a bit.
Teaches Boba Fett a lot.
Yeah, she gets she has like a built-in antenna. She is like an implant. So that's not normal to her species, which I
Yeah.
always think is funny.
Not only
She
that
has-
though, she doesn't even need the antenna that much because she's an ex-Jedi.
Well, my favorite thing about her, well, the antenna is like it's like a communication
Yeah.
thing. But my favorite thing about her is her blasters. She's one of my favorite blasters. I don't know if you've ever looked up her revolver type pistol she has. They're very, very classic. She has the most Western revolvers in any character because they're like pearl gripped. They have 2 triggers, which is unique to them. I actually had props her blasters for my Mandalorian, one of my costumes I did one time.
Awesome.
So cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool rifle.
Yep. But again, also being an ex-Jedi, that's just like, that's a really cool. She was like a Padawan who just went, I'm good.
But compared to what we have on the list, I don't know.
Right. She's not going to be like Boba, Cad, Bosk.
She's probably a C or a B for me. Maybe a high C.
I could say high C just due to the fact that she has a lot of cool stuff, but you got to dig to find any of it.
Yeah, when you compare to other bounty hunters, she's no Cad Bane.
Yeah.
She's no Boba Fett. So she's gonna be up there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put her in C for now.
That sounds good.
I'd say C or a low B. Okay, this one.
Ooh, see this is a fun one to talk about because that's Darth Bane. That is the Clone Wars adaptation of Darth Bane, the only live canon, or not live action, but the only canon appearance of Darth Bane in all Star Wars media. Of course, Darth Bane is the creator of the Rule of Two and is an extremely popular Sith Lord. The thing I think that kind of takes this Darth Bane down is he's popular in Legends.
Yeah, there's not too much canon on him currently.
There's like nothing on him in canon.
Purge.
Yeah. He even looks way different than what we were all used to from the Legends version.
How many episodes? He's only like 1 episode.
Yeah, it's literally Yoda goes to Moraband, aka Korriban, to learn about like some part of the dark side and try to like defeat this dark side vibe he's getting. And he literally goes to Darth Bane and speaks with him, and then like casts away his dark side spirit.
I don't remember too much about that episode. I knew about the legend side of him.
Yeah, the Legends side is awesome. The Legends side, if this was Legends Darth Bane, I'd be fighting for A or S, like, but definitely A.
It definitely looks like he belongs in Mortal Kombat. That's for sure. It's design.
This Darth Bane, I could easily give high D, low C, because honestly, he just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you're right. I would rather have Aura Singh over him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we were doing everything about him, I'd probably put closer to A.
Yes, if we were including Legends.
He's so integral in Sith history.
Right, and the Rule of Two, I'll also say, yeah, the Rule of Two is a huge moment in Sith history, but it's the dumbest decision they ever made.
Yeah, let's purge everything.
Yep.
And so next one is I believe it's like Luminara.
Yeah, Luminara. She is the one who pretty much eventually gets Ahsoka kicked out of the Jedi Order.
Well, she was a Jedi.
Yes.
She does have a live action version of her.
Yeah, she does, and she is not announced dead, so she could easily have gone way higher on the list. If a lot of speculations are true, and the people on the line still think that new Inquisitor and Ahsoka could possibly... No. Luminara is the master. This is Barriss Offee.
Is it Barriss? I thought
yes.
it was Luminara.
No, Luminara has a bigger headdress. Luminara Unduli.
Oh, you are right.
Yeah.
You are right. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. There's a lot of Jedi. But yes, Barriss Offee, the Padawan to Luminara Unduli. They are both of the same species, which is what? Mandalorian?
I don't remember much about the Padawan. What is it?
I mean, she has very lofty ideas. The main reason that she starts all these bombings in the capital is due to the fact that she thinks that the war is unjust. She doesn't think Jedi should be soldiers. Again, most of these fallen radical Jedi have the right idea.
Yeah, she kind of went the Dooku approach.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, went way too far, but not far enough.
Oh, I think I remember her when the Apprentice episode.
Yes,
yeah.
and she does wield red lightsabers when fighting Ahsoka and Anakin.
Yeah, I remember now her early thing. Yeah.
Other than that, she's just a really
Ahsoka.
Yeah, she's a very soft-spoken, quiet Padawan. So for her, I would definitely I would say
she has a live-action appearance too, doesn't she?
I don't know. I know Luminara does because of the Battle of Geonosis.
Yeah.
But I don't know about Barriss.
Yeah, I'm gonna put her pretty low because
doesn't really do much. She doesn't even get to
definitely not on the same level as these two.
Right, like it's not that she's.
If we're gonna put Bane and C, she can not.
Right, yeah. All she does is fail at attempting to like remind the Jedi why war is bad by being a terrorist. Like I feel like most of the Jedi who were complaining about the war should have taken the opposite to like how Revan did it, and then just sat out and said, "No, I won't fight." All right. Next up, we are going to the Solo.
More impactful one, but we're getting Tobias Beckett from Solo.
Yeah, can I just say, all character aside, loved the acting and like the delivery of this character. Love Tobias Beckett. I mean, he's Han Solo's teacher for all things roguish and scoundrelly. But also,
I love Woody Harrelson.
Oh yeah,
characters. I honestly, I feel guilty because at this moment I don't remember much of Solo. So I don't remember his importance during Solo.
So he is the one who sets up all of the missions. Yes, he's the only one who survives the whole time besides Solo, pretty much, except for at the very end. He is the one who picks up Solo. He's the one who helps like him and Chewie. They go on the trip. They become a part of the gang. They do some missions together. Tobias Beckett is also the one who is in cahoots with Crimson Dawn and tries to get the coaxium for them and stuff. He's the whole reason the Solo movie really is like doing anything.
But doesn't he get betrayed by her? Does she like take his spot?
No. Tobias. No, she takes her boss's spot in Crimson Dawn. Tobias Beckett is not a part of Crimson Dawn. He is a single-handed smuggler. So like he's not a bad. I would say maybe C.
I didn't think he was a villain.
He's an anti. He's a Han Solo, but with no morals.
That's not really a villain.
No, he's not a villain. He just does whatever he kind of wants. Like he pushes the movie. It's a fun character, but also at the same time, it's like he just ends up getting shot at the end because Han Solo listens. He goes, "Hey, never trust anyone."
Well, we get the next one.
Speaking of don't trust anyone.
So the next one, he has a lot of outside the movie stuff.
A lot.
His presence is felt in the Boba Fett series, but I don't really see him because he gets killed.
Yeah.
He basically made it so that temporarily, though I think they changed it to where canon that all Twilight males look ugly, but he's the ugliest one you ever see.
He is definitely not a very pretty Twi'lek. And honestly, again though, in the like movies, and he doesn't do anything.
No,
he just gets mind tricked by Luke.
he basically speaks for Jabba.
Yeah.
But he has he's like shows up in a lot of games. He's supposed to be. I just saw what he looked like in the Boba Fett. So I was trying to remember.
Oh yeah, when he got all fat.
Yeah. So yeah, Bib Fortuna. Yeah, he's Jabba's assistant.
Yep.
he has a presence outside the movies, though some of it's uncanonized.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does take Jabba's spot and kind of doesn't do anything.
I mean, hell, in the Legends comics, he gets turned into one of the Barando, not Barando, those weird monks. Is it Barando? Those spider monks, though, on Tatooine who remove their brain and put it in a spider robot body.
Yeah, that's those guys.
Yeah, he gets turned into one of those in the comics and then has to, like, take this other dude's body over. Cool comic, but it is not canon whatsoever.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm gonna say he's gonna probably be a D.
yeah, he's gonna be a D.
He's
Everyone
in a lot.
knows
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not that good of a villain. He
he's just kind of a background.
Well, he doesn't do terribly too much
Mhm.
outside of Jabba, and then when Jabba's gone, he just kind of sits in his place.
Gets
Doesn't
fat.
really do too much.
Yep.
We go to next is Boba Fett. Another one, arguably, you could argue that he's not a villain. I guess at one point he kind of is.
Just a simple man trying to make his way through the galaxy.
Yeah, Boba Fett's a hard one to put because what's canon and what's not now. So, I mean, he's classic. He's the one that started the Mandalorians.
Yeah.
Not he himself, but his image, his
Yes.
character.
His
number one
image, his art.
selling action figure originally.
Yeah.
He's the reason why Empire Strikes Back was so popular because everybody saw the character and like, I want to see that movie. I want to see who this character is.
And he had what? One line?
Yeah. And didn't really do too much. In the third movie, you know, he gets hit and then flies into the Sarlacc pit.
Right.
But out of that, he had several novels. He had his own. He showed up in many video games.
Mm-hmm.
He's sold so many action figures. I mean, I own many of them.
Yeah.
I'm guilty pleasure of the design of Boba Fett for sure.
I mean, he gave the Tusken Raiders like a soul. That show, the Book of Boba Fett, really made the Tusken Raiders seem less like mindless creatures.
Yeah, it's a cool character.
Mm-hmm. Now the hard debate. I could see S because he's an icon. He is literally like one of the main Star Wars icons.
But as a villain, though.
Well, this isn't just villain. This is the villains. Okay, this is villains list. Yeah, this is villains
That's
only.
The problem. It's like as a villain, as a character and an icon.
Yeah, character and icon S to me.
I honestly feel bad putting him in. I want to put him in B because he's not the best villain.
He literally gets accidentally hit into the Sarlacc pit and had like all these gadgets on his body. He doesn't use any of them.
Luke dumps his entire stats in luck.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't ever get shot.
Yep.
Because he runs in the middle of fire. He just accidentally whacks somebody. It's just But he does capture Han Solo, which is a big deal.
Yes, yeah. He's one of the most feared bounty hunters in the entire galaxy.
Right out of the top bounty hunters that were selected by the Empire to capture Han Solo, he was the only one to do it.
Yeah.
And Darth Vader trusts him enough that he brings him to work alongside of him. So he's got to be important.
I mean, in the comics, he's the sole person that Vader sends out to find his children.
And out of all these on here, he's the only one that gets his own TV series. So
yep. So I could say we could leave him in like B or A, just because again he is iconic. Even as like, especially to the original trilogy fans, he's only a bad guy.
Speaking of iconic, if you want to go to any, is it Doctor Who? I think's what it is. Bosk. Well, no, not Doctor Who. He gets costume is from another show.
Oh yeah, his flight suit.
It's from an old sci-fi. I thought it was
Flash Gordon or Lost in Space.
Yeah, they borrowed his costume.
Yep.
He needed a quick costume that looked sci-fi, so they borrowed his costume. Yeah, I mean, he has less appearance in the original than Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Lines, because I think he just growls.
Yep.
You can barely hear it.
And you see his toes.
But his race is very big in Star Wars, and he's the first one.
Yeah.
He is a big presence outside of the movies for sure. In Clone Wars, yeah.
He's on Boba's team, helping young Boba and stuff. He's worked a lot with the other in like the Bounty Hunters comics. He's done a lot in there. He's super strong, like all Trandoshans.
Yeah, they're the anti-Chewbacca.
Yeah,
He's what they designed his character to be. And they made him to where he uses like
a grenade launcher and poisonous gas, and
yeah, he uses chemical warfare. He doesn't care.
yeah, and that's the whole point. Yeah, like you said, he's an anti-Wookiee, and that brings into the point that Trandoshans are evil as shit. Their whole like they love skinning Wookiees and selling them to slavery.
I know he's a bigger presence than Aurra Sing.
Yeah.
I don't know if
as a villain, okay, but yes, but going into the idea of a villain, you would literally only see him for one scene.
I mean, it's
in the movies.
Aurra Sing, you only see Aurra Sing for like one scene where she's a sniper.
That's true. I guess we're going off like the backstory we know. Yeah, I could leave Box at B just because he's the number 2 under Boba anyway.
He's slightly more improved than Aurra Sing, though technically, in my opinion, if they were to fight, I don't know, that'd be hard. Aurra Sing, to me, is a better fighter, but Bosk has better endurance.
Endurance, physical strength,
he can regrow limbs,
and his scales are way thicker than human skin or like normal fleshy skin.
When we get this one out of the way, for sure an A or an F, that's for sure.
Honestly, I almost want to say S though, because what he does with Omega, what he does in Book of Boba Fett.
As a villain, he's got to be an S.
Yes.
You think about it, he is one of the biggest antagonists in the Clone Wars. He gets a live action appearance.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he's so big. I mean, one of my favorite episodes is when he disguises a clone and gets away. Literally smuggles himself off by pretending to be a clone.
And it works. No one bats an eyelash.
Even though there's no way that big head could fit in that helmet.
Right.
There's no way that head fits in that helmet. Yeah, he's awesome. He's got
the voice, the aesthetic,
the cool hat, the
toothpick.
He's got
he is what is it? Isn't he based off of Clint Eastwood?
Just probably any
yeah.
Western.
He's a hardcore Western like gunslinger.
Yeah, he's very. If you only watch the movies, you may wonder who this blue cowboy is. But if you watch the Clone Wars,
he's a lot. He's very important.
Villain.
Right. I mean, he's the one he can infiltrate almost anywhere given enough resources. And he's probably the only person who I would say carries more stuff around on his person than Boba Fett.
He's killed Jedis.
Yeah.
Probably killed more Jedis than Boba Fett.
Yeah. Sure. He's a hell of a villain.
I mean, he's went toe to toe with Obi-Wan easily, and actually put up a fight with Obi-Wan. Actually, I think he beat Obi-Wan a couple times, but Obi-Wan was still pretty young. So
yeah.
Later Obi-Wan, no, he probably wouldn't win. That's the thing is with him, he'd still put up a good fight. I mean,
right. Because like with the Mandalorians and stuff, he's learned and taught himself how to fight Jedi.
He's a cool villain.
Yes.
It's strange that some of these are in here. I just realized Cody's in here as a villain.
Oh yeah. I guess he does turn into one for a split second. But next is a very minor douchebag. He's not like anything besides just kind of a dickhead. Isn't that Rampart?
I thought is that Rampart?
Yeah.
Rampart.
I think that's Rampart. If it is Rampart, D.
Yeah, I think that is. You just say that because you don't like. Yeah, it is Rampart.
He does nothing. That's my main issue with Rampart. He just doesn't do anything. He just
he's in a lot. Let's see. He's outside. He's in mostly the Bad Batch, though, right?
Yes.
I don't think is he in the Clone Wars? I don't think he is.
No, he gets brought on in Bad Batch.
Yeah, he's the Bad Batch the face of the bad guys, but he's not the bad guy.
Right. Yeah. Season 1, he is like the number one pain in their rear. He's the thorn in their side.
He's just a jerk to all the clones.
Yep. He's just a elitist.
He causes what's his name to turn away from the Empire, so that was good of him.
Yeah.
The sniper.
Oh, Crosshair.
Yeah, he caused Crosshair to hate the Empire, so I guess he's that kind of a villain. But yeah, I'm gonna put him over Bib
I can
because
see
he
that.
does more in Bib.
Oh
For
yeah.
sure.
Oh
I
yeah.
hate putting Bib because Bib is a classic character.
But he just doesn't
But
do anything.
yeah, Cody as a villain, I'm putting D.
D. Yeah. Yeah, D. Because even like it was only in that moment, right when Order 66 happened, that he was willing to do that. I guarantee you, had it been like Bad Batch style Cody and they had made that same order, he probably would have been like, I'm not shooting my friend.
Again, everyone, this is villains. If this was characters in general, he'd be
Oh,
an A or
dude.
an S for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'd say an A if he was a character, just because he doesn't have too much of a presence. He gets overshadowed by Rex.
Yeah.
Um,
But as a villain, yeah, D. He only does one bad thing, and he doesn't even hit his target.
I mean, we don't. I don't know. I don't read too much of the Order 66. I don't know if there's any extra where he does kill any Jedi. But yeah, yeah, he's not a good villain.
Let's see. Next
one,
Dengar. I think he should probably be what you think. You think D? Because like it's another thing where he has a big following, but again, one scene, no talking lines. You'd have to read comics to know anything about him, and in the comics, he's just a D bag. He's just rude.
I think Bib technically should be over him, but if we go by villains, does have a bigger presence than Bib,
and he kills way more people.
He does appear in the Clone Wars for a bit.
Yeah.
Along with the whole bounty hunter group.
Hey, he got in a fist fight with Chewbacca. That was pretty fun to watch in a comic.
So do you think he would be? Yeah, I guess he'd have a. No, I don't know. An Imperial officer probably did some.
No, yeah, Rampart does way worse stuff.
Do you think he'd be high D then?
I think Barriss could stay there because she's ruining her own ideals as a Jedi to turn into a terrorist, which is pretty extreme. Whereas
Yeah,
Rampart's just being Tarkin's little dog.
He was a character fill-in to make Boba Fett look good. He put stormtrooper armor on him, color it brown, and wrap his head in a wrap.
Like he's got the mumps.
But he's one of the iconic of the 5 bounty hunters for sure.
I mean, he's on your shirt right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's original, bro. He's right up there with all the others. But
6, I don't usually count Boba Fett in the original. But
right, all right.
Actually, no, it's 5 because I think they're food. I don't remember. I have to rewatch this.
Let's see. Yeah. Next, we have a S tier, hands down, S tier villain.
All right, I love Cad Bane, but yeah, he is a
dude. Like, we could talk about Dooku for the rest of this podcast. So before we lose another 30 minutes, like, yeah, Dooku is S tier.
Dooku could be his own podcast, honestly.
Yeah.
My favorite lightsaber. I'm gonna get that out of the way. Originally a Jedi, awesome. He was awesome when he was a Jedi. Awesome when he's a villain.
Mm-hmm.
He never, in my opinion, never fully goes Sith. He does go Sith, but he doesn't. I don't feel like he fully crosses over into full Sith. He kind of hangs.
At any moment, had Dooku and like Obi-Wan teamed up and killed Palpatine, Dooku would have been like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna go be the Count of Sereno. I'm done. Y'all figure the rest of this out."
He's one of the best Jedi duelists, or just lightsaber duelists in
general. The only Jedi who was able to be like, the Republic is corrupting us by being a part of it. You all know that, right?
Yeah, he is the he's one of those characters that points things out that nobody else does.
Yeah.
And then he leads the Separatists. So yeah, he leads the enemy faction of the Republic. So,
yep.
I mean,
definitely S tier.
He technically is an apprentice to Sidious, though I think calling him an apprentice is an insult. But...
Right. I have no idea who that guy is.
I don't either. I feel like I should. I don't know if we can stick him in the back.
Yeah, we'll put him down there.
I don't know where he's from. I don't know what race that is. If we ever get anyone joining in, now's the time to comment if you know.
Right, yeah. If you know who that is, please let us know.
If you don't finish knowing who that is, I'd love you to tell me who that is. I can't remember this guy. He's the main bad guy from Solo, though.
Yeah. Let's see.
He is her boss, right?
Yes, he is the leader of Crimson Dawn at the moment. Dryden Voss.
There you go. He doesn't do too much in the movie.
No, he's just kind of just another D-bag who has a lot of money and connections. I will admit, though, in the moments he is on screen, he does command a lot of presence. He is terrifying in like a cool cavalier way. Because I love how he's just like, he'll be talking and be like, I think it's in your best interests to make sure this comes out okay, or we'll have problems again.
Well,
Like
if you know who his actor is,
yeah,
it's Paul Bettany.
Yep.
And he is in a lot of stuff.
I mean, yeah, Vision.
If you don't know what he is in, he's in a lot of movies, and a lot of movies he's playing, he's not himself. He usually has prosthetics on or voicing something. He's a very good actor.
Yes.
Out of the actors that are playing here, we got Iconics already, and he's part of the Iconic group for sure.
For villains, I could put him at B just because I know what Crimson Dawn does, and I know that they're a crime syndicate.
Yeah, since he is one
of the leaders of Crimson Dawn, like one of the higher ups.
He's the Darth. He's the Count Dooku of the Crimson Dawn, because he technically, by the time Solo isn't fully in charge.
Yeah, that's Maul.
Yeah, Maul's the secret leader, just like Darth Sidious was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't because he's in charge of the Crimson Dawn. Yeah, he'd be pretty big. Honestly, I'd say he's better than. I mean, if in a straight-up fight he would lose.
Yeah.
But as a villain itself, I would say probably higher.
Yes, I could agree with that. No, because Bosk again is just one man doing his thing. He has an army.
Bosk is just so iconic, so it's hard
right.
for me.
What's that? The fifth brother?
I don't remember which one's which.
Yeah, it's the fifth brother. He's D. He's the guy that helicopters. He dies by trying to helicopter off and then falls into a. One? Yeah. He helicopters off and then he falls in a pit and dies. D.
He was the fifth brother, though.
Oh, that is the fifth brother. No, he's like the eighth. Whatever. I don't even know his number. D. If I can't remember your number and all I remember of you is you fell down a cliff trying to helicopter away, yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember now.
Oh, we got let's see. Is that Umbo?
I don't remember his name. He's one of my favorite designs for a bounty hunter.
Yes.
He doesn't do a whole lot.
Does not.
I'd say he's probably a C.
Yeah. I like their hat. It's like a cultural thing. It's a shield and a hat. And a weapon.
I might move him because I still think he's not a good villain. I think he's a great character. I just don't think he's a great villain.
Yeah.
I think I might move him up here.
Okay. That's fine. I say, dang. Wow, well, I guess most of this, we're going to go a little bit longer today, guys, because the first half of this was us not knowing what the hell we're doing.
We can switch to another one.
Oh, no, it's fine. This
is the fifth brother.
Yes.
He does have an appearance. He has a
live action. Battle Scar's book is amazing. Like, he hates the Jedi because the Jedi promised to help redeem his planet from a mining corporation that was killing it, and they never did. Like, he's got so much lore behind him and why he hates them.
Asajj, though. I think Asajj is...
Oh, yeah. Asajj has way more backstory and...
I almost want to put Asajj in A. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, fifth brother is definitely B. He's a good guy. He's good.
I don't know who that is.
That is Gar Saxon.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, Gar Saxon, I'd say A.
Now.
Oh no, I put Gar Saxon at A almost because what he does when he's an Imperial super commando, he tries to steal the Darksaber. He's trying to rule Mandalore for the Empire. He helps them design the weapon to kill Mandalorians.
He almost gets away with it. Maul kind of takes over.
Yeah, and he has some very evil looking armor, which is sick.
I don't remember this guy, but I remember when I saw him, I liked him.
Oh, what? Oh, he had one of the other Trandosians.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's just Trandosian, dude. Like, he has this green one, and then you can see, like, over here, this guy in green next to Lena So or whoever the hell that...
We can skip him.
Yeah, we'll just skip him.
I know he's not... I don't remember where he's from.
Oh, well.
Oh, here he is. I feel like I've seen him. I think he's in, like, Bad Batch or something.
The way I'm not remembering anything, D.
I was thinking about just moving him in the back with.
Oh yeah, with other guy.
I don't know if.
Ooh.
I guess he is a pretty good villain.
Yeah, I mean, look what he does with Luminara's like dead body to lure in Kanan.
I will say though, a lot of the stuff he does, he is kind of boring. He just kind of stands there and lets other people do. I mean, it's smart, but
Yeah. He has a one-on-one fight with Vader in the comics. It's pretty epic.
yeah, we just don't see a lot of them. The other ones kind of do the fighting for him.
Right, but
He's in charge. But yeah,
I mean, even in Obi-Wan, like he does have that commanding persona.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. Is he better than Asajj though?
I would put him before Asajj, just because he's actually also like killed, and
move Asajj up here.
I'm fine with that.
All right, Greedo.
The man who gets very iconic, very early dead.
But as a villain,
yeah, he just tries to take money and fails.
Iconic. I love his basic design.
He's just a fucking bug.
As a villain, compared like as a tier, he
doesn't do anything. The only reason he's a villain is because Han Solo hates his ass.
We could go ahead and talk about General Grievous a little bit, but
yeah,
I don't think I have to say much.
He's evil. He kills Jedi. He collects their lightsabers. He runs the droid army aside from Dooku.
Again, I feel guilty because I keep looking at Boba Fett being an A. As a villain, I still think Boba Fett is not an S tier villain. As a character, S tier character. All these three up here are not only S tier villains, but they're S tier characters as well.
Yes, and no offense to that's the thing with Boba Fett though. Take away his like cult following for being in the original movies, he just doesn't do much.
And if I remember correctly, General Grievous, his coughing was originally George Lucas.
Yeah.
Coughing during filming.
Let's see. Oh, I now know who the next guy is, and the next guy is also not really a villain.
No, yeah, he's not really a villain. He's kind of
Hondo Ohnaka.
Same boat as him, essentially.
But a way more prominent character.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about like the level, though.
Yes.
I feel like.
I mean, Tobias Beck. Well, no, because he's betrayed Jedi and sold them out to the Sith before.
A lot. As a villain, I don't think he's a very good villain.
Yeah, because he betrays the good guys to the villains, and then betrays the villains for the good guys.
Yeah, no, I think I should put it back. I feel like his villain presence isn't as good.
Yeah.
As a character presence in general, I think.
As a character, yeah.
Put in an anti-hero characters as villains.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider him a villain at all. Awesome character.
Why the fuck is Lando Calrissian on this list?
Same as these two. He would be right there.
Yeah.
So, as a villain,
he doesn't. Yeah, he just kind of gives up Han Solo and then feels bad about it and helps them. Yeah. He's right there with Cody.
Honestly.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, even less.
Cody's probably killed a Jedi or two,
and was okay with it while he was brainwashed. Oh, look at that little pubis. It's the guy from the First Order. The Admiral.
I don't think he does much at all, does he? He throws tantrums at all I remember.
Yeah, he throws tantrums, gets thrown around by Snoke, and then betrays them.
I don't remember him doing anything.
He's not even a good villain. He saves. Yeah, in the last movie, he saves the people.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, he actually good.
Ooh, see again, just from the movies, looks terrifying because he's a big old droid. But unless you read the comics, you don't know how actually terrifying IG-11 is.
But Mando brings up.
Oh, IG-88, yeah.
Well, it's not 88. It's 11, I believe.
Yes, 11 is in Mando. 88 is.
It's the same model, so they basically do the same thing. So imagine that's what he would be able to do.
Right.
Though 88 is more famous in Star Wars canon
and hates humans, so yeah, definitely a better villain.
I think he is better than Bosk, though. Yeah,
I can see that.
He's pretty ruthless in Star Wars, being a droid. Jabba.
Jabba the Hutt.
As a villain, he's pretty up there.
I mean, he's a Don. He's the Godfather.
Is he over the first?
I'd put him higher than Boba. I mean, he does way more than Boba does.
Yeah, you're right. Boba's up there because he's Boba, though.
Yeah, Boba's up. If that wasn't Boba Fett and just a random, if that was like Axe Woves, he would not be an A.
Boba Fett's up there because he's Boba Fett.
Yes.
This is a villain tier list, and because I can't put Boba under anything A. I might put Boba at the end of A.
But yeah, Jabba the Hutt is personally trying to steal Han Solo. He's trying to run.
The accomplishments that they've done.
Yeah.
These two are pretty close.
Right. But yeah, Jabba does a lot. Now, yeah, Daddy.
It's kind of similar boat though with Boba, but more presence.
Yes, far more presence in the prequels and more lines. The biggest thing with Jango also is just like, I mean, he is the template for the clones. That's not a thing. That's not a bad thing though. Again, he is just a gun for hire, but he's not afraid to attack anyone. I would definitely still put him at A though, because like the way he tried to kill Padme. I mean,
yeah. Well, I love he's in the long line of assassinating Padme.
Yeah.
Because where does it go from Sidious to Dooku to him?
And then he hires Sam Wessel, and then she gets the droid, the droid gets the bugs.
Just when he could have done it, probably.
He just could have taken out a rocket from his backpack and launched it into her window.
Yeah, he had some cool scenes. I love the ship chase scene with him, and then I love
the fight with Obi-Wan.
General.
Oh yeah, bro, Tamora Morrison. That's like his first role.
That's his first role we get to see of what the clones look like.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if you don't count the clones, because I think we see the clones before we see him.
Yeah. Alrighty. So next is a commander droid.
He's a pretty big one. I don't remember his name though. I think he's.
I mean, it's probably not even a specific one. There's like 80 of them.
Yeah.
And they're kind of dumb, but they're not as dumb. So they try to lead the B1s, but it's not hard to trick them. They're just are they villains?
Yeah, because when we see most of them, we see them, I believe in Rebels.
I don't want to start a philosophical debate at 46 minutes, but damn it, are droids actually villains? Or are they just programmed to fight?
Somebody told us who made the blue...
dude on bottom right. Blue Shadow Virus. Dude on the bottom right is the baddie who made the Blue Shadow Virus airborne. Oh!
Which guy? The one that we don't know?
Goggles. Okay, chemical warfare. I mean... Chemical warfare.
Dr. Nuvo Vindi? Is that who that is? Oh, it is. Okay. Nuvo Vindi is his name.
Blue Shadow Virus was a deadly disease that spread like the plague in the galaxy in Clone Wars. Waterborne.
He's a separatist scientist.
Anyone who's gonna poison water and like kill a bunch of innocents, I mean, he at least gotta be like a.
Thank you for that comment.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, we can go ahead and put him.
Just throw him up there in the back of B. Well, he goes in the back because I didn't remember anything about him, but that's still pretty. That's pretty evil.
Yeah, but did he actually kill anybody though?
I mean, he was gonna.
He's a failed villain. Well, of course he's a failed villain. Well, he shows up twice, I think. I don't think he accomplishes anything though.
So what do you think? You think put him at D, but like before everyone?
Might be a C or maybe a C.
I could see him at C. Yeah, he's kind of a terrorist, just like Barris.
He's pretty villainous, but he doesn't really get away with it. And now if he like wiped up the whole planet, then yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was technically a good guy.
He becomes one again, D, because he's kind of a dickhead for a little bit. I mean,
I thought that was his whole thing. Like,
no, he's not always good. He becomes the Fulcrum agent, but Callus is definitely he's an ISB agent. He's like one of the guys.
For sure.
He led the assault on Zeb's homeworld and slaughtered a lot of them.
You are right. Yeah. Now I can say that. You are correct.
Like, he does eventually turn, but while he was working for the Empire, he did some not cool stuff.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the whole reason why Zeb hates him. Yeah.
Yep. Then we got. Let's see.
You think he's high B, or what do you think that's a good spot for him?
Yeah, that should be fine because again, the Inquisitors, we know they have like all these other children and stuff locked away. They're pretty vicious, and that guy leads them.
Do you remember? Hey, our apartmates?
Yeah, the apartmates.
Apartmates. Do you recognize who this Trandoshan is? I recognize his face, but I don't remember his character's name. That's the problem.
His face.
I I don't remember him being that big of a character, anyways.
Right. And speaking of not a big character, we have another Imperial officer from Rebels who's pretty much kind of like, he's just like the cadet officer.
He is he doesn't really do much, if I don't remember correctly.
Yeah, he just kind of like is teaching the kids how to be Imperial. Because Krennic, that's like, yeah, that's A or S even. Like, how do we take the guy who designed the Death Star?
That is true. He is the... Well, no, he technically didn't design it. He was the director of it. Because,
okay, yeah, you know what?
Urso was the designer. But he
put it all together. He's the reason it exists.
Yeah. I'm going to put him there.
That makes sense.
As a villain, because the Death Star.
Yep.
Yeah. I think... And he is also a pretty cool villain. He's got good style.
I think he was a Trandoshan hunter who hunted Wookiees and Ahsoka. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, some forgettable Trandoshan hunter.
So, as a villain,
he is pretty nasty. He's obsessed with Darth Vader. And he leads genocide on many planets for the First Order. Like, he's killed a lot of people.
I don't think he's General Grievous level though.
And again, that's fine. You'd have to read the comics to get there. Because in the comics,
I think he's General Grievous level.
In the comics, he goes to planets that even Darth Vader couldn't subjugate and subjugates them. He kills a planet god.
You think he's?
I'd put him S tier because of the things I've read. Oh, S tier, yeah. Darth Maul is definitely S tier. From what he does with the Crimson Dawn, from what he does with the Phantom Menace, he kills Qui-Gon Jinn. Tries to kill Anakin, never dies, cut in half. Yeah, Darth Maul is one of the most iconic villains in Star Wars.
Yeah.
But he looks the worst. She is the slave queen. Yeah, I don't know her name, but she is the slave queen. She is the person who runs the slave market through the galaxy and like enslaved Ahsoka when they were going undercover.
What do you think this is at?
Yeah, I'd put her above a terrorist. Like, she's definitely more evil than a terrorist because she runs a slave operation, but she's not more evil than the guy that created the Rule of Two.
I feel bad putting Bane down here, but he just doesn't have anything.
If it was Legends Bane, he would be almost pretty much S tier.
I don't know who this is at all.
That's the same. Yeah, it's the same with the Trandoshan. They're just these two bounty hunters because they even have like the same background.
I didn't think she was considered a villain. This is the female, right?
Yeah, that is the female. It's not even the male.
I'd say the male is the one that's the bad one.
Yeah,
the one that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, that's D. That's like right up there with Lando and Cody.
I don't remember her being much of a villain.
Yeah, Ninth Sister. If you've played the Fallen Order game, she's a pain in the ass. She tries to get Vader killed by not doing anything, so she's also not like.
This is from Fallen Order.
Yes, Ninth Sister.
I haven't played Fallen Order.
But yeah, like she hates Vader because he gave her a scar, so she'll like purposely just not help him when he's in the middle of combat.
Where should I put this at?
I'd put her at C. She's not like the other Inquisitors. She's very minor.
How high up you think?
I'd say put her
slave trader.
Yeah, put her above the slave trader because she has killed Jedi. She has helped dominate planets.
I need to buy that game. Okay, he is a villain.
Nuke Gunray.
He doesn't really do that.
He's a bureaucrat. Yeah, he's a bureaucrat. I would say he's like, yeah, exactly. He's right up there with he's below him. Yeah, I would say he's below him, above Dengar. Who the fuck? I have no idea. Yeah, we'll put him at the bottom real quick.
We'll come back. He looks like some kind of scientist.
S. I hate him. I think he's stupid. He's the worst Sith Lord ever.
As a character, I'd probably put him in A just because he's classic. But yeah, he's
the villain. Like, he is the villain.
All right. As a villain, I'm sorry. As a villain, armor design,
gorgeous,
actor,
gorgeous.
I love the actor. I love the armor. But as a villain, doesn't do anything besides get her butt kicked.
Yep, by the guy that she's pretty much supposed to have been trained.
I'm sorry, but she doesn't get to do anything, and that sucks.
You literally have to read like the book, and then it's just like, okay, so she's an Imperial soldier. She kills people like they all do. That's nothing special.
He's got to be up there.
Piet? Oh yeah, I would definitely put Admiral Piet up there. I mean, he's one of the guys who helped with the Hoth invasion. He's led the Empire through many things.
No, he might be an A actually. Now I think about.
He's the one who helped oversee the Death Star 2 rebuilding, and
yeah, he's got to be up there as a villain.
He's one of the only, like, you can almost get to watch him through each of the original movies get a higher rank as everyone around him gets choked.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. You think he's worse than Jabba though?
I don't think he's worse than Jabba. I don't think he's worse than Jabba.
People in Jabba though, hasn't he?
Maybe, but just following orders.
Yeah. Wait. So
Jabba makes that shit personal sometimes.
So did certain soldiers that we won't mention.
True.
Another puppet character.
But literally is the man who helped build the Death Star. Like, his people are the only reason. That doesn't mean anything. He's also he's spineless. He runs away.
I'd give more to Krennic than him, because Krennic actually does more.
Yes. No, he's literally just providing a workforce because they reproduce like crazy.
Do you think he's worse than worst thing?
I'd put him behind the terrorist. I'd put him at the very end of C, honestly. He's just the leader of the people who built the Death Star. And
he leads the people that does a lot of atrocious things. They also build a lot of the droids and stuff, but... and they kill each other constantly. Like, he doesn't care about his people at all. He even tells the Empire, like, he tells Krennic, if they get out of line, shoot them. They're insects. I'll replace them. But he doesn't really do much.
Nothing.
He's just following... I know that's an excuse when you compare it to Piet, but a way of following orders, he literally is a puppet. He doesn't...
Like, you don't see Geonosians on the battlefield except for on Geonosis.
Yeah, and that's just because they hack. Well, because most of them they're like builders.
Exactly. They're just drones, so... Like, they literally call their people drones.
I don't remember the next guy's name at all.
What? Oh, dude, the Umbara arc? I can't stand this motherfucker.
I don't remember his name, though.
You're fine. I don't really remember his name right now off the top of my head either. I'm looking it up.
Do you wanna skip him to...
Oh no, he's S tier. Like, I'm telling you right now, as a villain. I don't
think of what his name is though.
Pong Krell. Yes, Pong Krell. Pong Krell. Bro, he turned to the dark side, joined Count Dooku, and was literally slaughtering clones. Had them killing each other in Crossfire. I think he's evil just because he's like, okay, what do you think? A then?
Yeah, I mean, it's just his impact. I mean, he's big, but in a grand scheme of things, these guys took over galaxies.
True. You make a very valid point.
The only one that hasn't took over the galaxy was Bane. I hate to put Bane back here, but compared to the level, these are like galaxy level threats right here.
That's a very, very, very valid point.
And these are like planet threats.
Yeah. These are threats to your peace and sanity.
That's one way to see it. I feel like I gotta put Bane down now that I say that. If we do galaxy threats and he's more of a planet threat, planet level threat right here, then he would be higher up because he does more than a planet.
But yeah, Cad Bane's definitely got to be the top of A if he's going to be on A.
Jabba doesn't really have much of a presence outside of Tatooine.
That is very true.
These guys are threats, but I don't. They're like middle of the road. Okay. It's pretty up there. I'd say
Pre Vizsla.
It's gonna be up in A or B for sure.
He does help to a degree conquer Mandalore. He is a conqueror of other small moons and slaughterer of villages and burns down like all those people's houses.
A planet level threat.
Yeah, definitely a planet level threat. I would put Pre almost above Pong Krell just because of like how terrorist he was, how driven by his ideas he was, wielding the dark saber. He's the reason Darth Maul gets his power.
Yes. I hate putting Piet so low because he's killed a lot of people. But I guess because these guys.
Well, no, that's a good point. No,
their own right.
Yeah, but
these guys were their own villains. So
yeah,
they don't really follow under anyone.
Right.
He's being a soldier. I keep starting to put him down further.
He's just a really. Yeah, it's like
the impact of him isn't as big as these guys now that I look at it. He's an awesome villain for sure.
Right.
But the impact, he's more of these guys' level.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, he kind of has a bigger impact.
The next lady has
armies because these guys lead armies essentially.
Yeah.
These guys don't lead armies. Well, he does technically. But fuck it.
No, Krennic doesn't really command an army. Krennic commands a like station and like some guards on it. Like he doesn't really have command over the troops, I would think. Yeah, Price, she's meh.
He does some bad things. She's more impactful than he is for sure. She actually does things.
Yeah.
She fails a lot, but she does things.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of she does things, woo.
As a villain, though, we don't really get to see her too much. I know she's came out with a book.
Not only a book, don't forget, there have been multiple comics over the Crimson Reign.
I haven't read much about her character. I only know from the
she personally fights Darth Vader one-on-one, and it holds her own. Yeah.
I'd give her the wrong role. But as a villain herself, where do you think she puts?
I would say A. No, I would say A because she leads all of Crimson Dawn.
She'd have to be higher than him.
But again, let me finish. She leads all of Crimson Dawn and is the sole purpose why the Empire was at a weakened state for Return of the Jedi, because she led a war against the Empire and almost won, killing Vader and Palpatine.
But as a villain, that's not really a good fight for argument for a
villain. She didn't do it to save people. She did it to take over.
Yeah. Do you think she's higher than?
Yeah.
Higher than. Okay.
See, because the thing is,
higher than the director of the Death Star building?
Yes, because again, Crimson Dawn has their fingers in all of the galaxy. They're political, they're military. Huts, right, so she should be up there with the Hutts then. She should be up there with the Hutt cartel.
I just don't know what is good with the canon of her now. That's the problem. I don't know enough. So if you think she's under Jabba, you think that's good?
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. Because even Gar Saxon is like loyal to his people. The millisecond she can use you and throw you away, she does.
He does some bad stuff. I might have to put it. I don't know. They're pretty close. Pretty bad.
Oh, that's the droid that fights R2D2? They get in like a fisticuffs fight.
Yeah, I don't remember him doing too many things outside.
Yeah, he's just kind of a dickhead droid.
Well, he does.
And not even like HK-47. Okay, what the fuck is that shark dude?
I vaguely remember him. I'm gonna move. I don't remember much about him either, unless you do off the bat.
I just remember him being a hard fight. Like he was hard to beat, but like Kanan eventually beat him. He's from Rebels.
Do you remember who this is?
That.
I was gonna start skipping till we get to the obvious.
No idea. Yeah, I don't know right now. So, Savage Opress. He's nowhere near his brother's level.
I'm not. I was thinking A for sure, but it might be a high B.
I could say high B because he does kill a few Jedi. You know, like he kills a few people here and there. He helps his brother.
Early.
But right, he doesn't. He doesn't do near as much of his brother. He's too busy.
As a villain, he doesn't have a huge presence.
Right.
We see him. He's awesome, but as a villain, is he on level of like controlling giant cartels or armies or I don't think he's. I mean, I guess these guys are like potentially planet level threats.
Yeah.
These guys are for sure planet level or galaxy level. I mean, like multiple planet level. We get high planet level, like multiple planets, for sure impactful. These guys are potentially impactful. These dudes are galaxy's fucked.
Okay, and then we have
as a villain.
Yeah, that's not a villain. He just doesn't like Anakin and wants to beat him in a race.
He tries to kill children.
A child, but yeah.
I guess under Imperial officers.
Yeah. Another Inquisitor who doesn't do much besides hunt down Ezra and Kanan.
As an Inquisitor, though, she kind of guarantees you to be higher up.
Yeah, and she does use a lot of she uses a lot of interrogation droids and things like that.
I guess we are not giving credit to Inquisitors in general because they do slaughter Jedis
but they don't show it,
Yeah, Force sensitives. So their presence as a villain are pretty decent.
If you're not Force sensitive, they're not that big of a concern to you.
As long as you don't get in their way.
Yeah, don't get in their way and don't be Force sensitive.
Yeah, I remember the sharks from Clone Wars. I just don't remember who it is. If we were to put him on here, he'd probably be in C, because I don't remember too much about him.
Yeah. That clone in particular, what is that? You think that's what is his name? The guy who immediately tries to He's the one who reveals that there's a chip in their head, and
He's not a villain, is he?
I mean, they think he is because he starts to do terrorist activities and he starts to kill his own clone brothers because he's trying to prove like this is not how things are supposed to go. He'd be right up there with like Barriss Offee because again he's just a terrorist who is pissed off at the war and why they're being used.
You think he should be lower?
I think he'd be right next to Barriss.
This.
And then he should be lower than Barriss because Barriss also got a red lightsaber, meaning she was definitely more pissed off than he was at a moment in time.
Lower than the chemical warfare.
I don't know. Those two could be inseparable.
He kills people.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually get away with it.
And not only people that look identical to him.
As a villain.
As a character, meh. As a villain.
First movie, Force Awakens, as a character, he would be up here to me.
Yeah.
But after Force Awakens, he'd be down here.
Right.
But as a villain, he leads the First Order.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally a failed clone of Darth Sidious. So.
But he doesn't know that.
If we have Darth Sidious up here, he has to be up here.
And he does in that first movie when you see his ginormous hologram sitting there and he's just like choking Hux, it's like, yep, that's a Sith Lord. Oh, Tarkin. Tarkin's S tier. Tarkin will kill anybody and everybody. Thrawn, he'll kill anyone and everyone, and he's smarter about it.
As a villain,
he's more threatening than Grievous.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I mean, he's honestly more threatening than Maul.
Yeah, well, it's a hard one because Maul does have so much background now.
Yeah,
there's so many things Maul's done.
True that.
He's close to Maul. I mean, honestly, I don't know. As a leader of the Separatist forces, I think he still is up there.
Mm-hmm.
If he wasn't leader of the Separatist forces, he probably would be a little bit lower. Yeah, I guess I could put him over Maul. It's a close one because he's Crimson Dawn, the Mandalorian group, plus him being a Sith, plus the arcs where he went crazy and had robot. He's done so
right.
much. He's done so much, and he's taken over so many different groups.
Okay, I want to skip the Night Mother real quick because, yeah, Vader is top tier, and the brother, the pure entity of evil, hatred, and the dark side. That dude's above everybody. He's above Vader. He's above Palpatine.
You see what I did?
Oh, you put Watto up there. Watto, the whole reason Anakin goes crazy. Yeah, Watto's not even he treats Anakin pretty okay.
He's a slave owner though. I mean, he's over Sebulba for sure.
He's a slave owner in a world full of slave owners. So it's like, oh no.
I don't know which is worse, a slave owner or a attempted child murderer who probably killed people, murdered kids before.
We're just gonna say they're both evil. But yes, the Night Sister's mother, Talzin, I would put on A. Because she controls an entire planet. She has a huge army. Zombies.
That's the problem.
I'd put her above. I'd put her with. Right I mean, a little more than Asajj. She has the entire Night Sisters behind her.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of them.
She almost kills Dooku. Palpatine considers her a threat.
As a villain level, like what she does, she's kind of on the level of Krennic if you think about it. Like if they would fight for sure, he would not Krennic. Sorry. Fight for sure, Gar. She'd definitely beat Gar.
Yeah.
And then the level of like impactfulness,
And I guess the whole zombie thing, the zombie thing isn't really evil because, like, it's a part of their culture to be okay with being zombified to be used later.
Well, these two are really similar.
Yeah, I can't stand either of them. They don't really do much. Again, they're just separatists.
More. He's the Techno Union guy.
Yep. Wat Tambor.
But he doesn't. I'd say he's down here.
Yeah. But again, the brother
higher than this.
The brother is number 1. Period. Like you can't get more evil than him.
Cool. He represents the dark side.
No, he is.
Well, he's like the Avatar.
Yeah, he is the Avatar of all dark side.
I don't remember. I don't remember who he's in charge of, but I know he's up there.
He is in charge of a unit in the Separatist army and is a great tactician who was a big part of like the Clone Wars arc for I think like almost a whole season.
Yeah, I just don't remember a lot. I remember him, but I don't
Hmm.
remember much. I don't remember the stuff he's in. I know he's up there as a villain. I might put him up here.
Okay, so then we have second
Even though
sister.
he has more of a presence than he does, but I think the Tenno Union's pretty big deal.
They don't really talk about him much.
I don't know much about her because you've named.
Second sister is your classic Inquisitor. Of course, yeah, she's killed Jedi. She hunts down Cal Kestis. She is strong, but she's not like she's not as strong as the fifth brother. I wouldn't say.
You think she's
I,
you think she's worse than Crimson Dawn leader?
yeah, I could see that, but she's definitely a better killer than IG-88.
He's kind of a lame villain.
Zero, yeah, I can't stand Zero. He's a lame duck. He's the
I don't
one
remember
hut.
if he does any like.
He just likes to
He's a
backstab.
pushover.
Yeah, he's a pushover who backstabs and gambles too much.
I don't know. It's a hard one.
I'd put him at the very bottom. I think he's annoying though.
I'm thinking about as a villain itself.
Yeah.
And these guys, I don't know too much. I think I remember him some. The fact that I
Hey,
don't remember him,
it's
he's probably around on this level though.
yeah,
Go
but here's the
ahead.
way I look at it. If I can't remember you at all, there's your F level right there, buddy.
Let's move on real quick to another one then. Let's see if I can find a smaller one. See if we
Yeah.
can do Mandalorian might be a pretty quick one to do. If you want to do that one real quick.
Sure.
Get that of the High Republic, but we might have to look up characters. With the Mandalorian, we know most of these characters.
All right. And so
there's
we'll
some
just kind
side
of
characters we can skip.
yeah. Cobb Vanth, I would give an A.
So this is just Mandalorian in general, so we can just base off characters.
Mm-hmm.
Cobb Vanth, yeah, he's an awesome character design. I wish we could see more of him. I
Yeah.
have a feeling we won't.
The Zevaronian who gets locked into a cell, E. I mean, like,
Yeah.
he's just a big brute.
Well, he's in the. We don't see much of him.
IG-11 is definitely an A. He does, I mean, the sacrifice for Mando, or yeah, he's definitely, what do you think, A, B, C, A,
I think
B?
he's higher than because he's in more and they did really
yeah.
good with him.
He
I think
protects
he's
Grogu. He becomes a
either
marshal.
A or S, honestly.
I definitely say high A for right now. I would put him above, me personally, I would put him above, how did I just forget his name? I just blanked on everyone's name.
His character gets annoying. That's why I don't want to put him all the way up.
Really? You don't like Grief Karga?
He gets annoying.
I love him. I love his character.
Fine. He's a cool character. Don't get me wrong.
High Magistrate.
I feel like I'd be in trouble if I don't put him up here.
I mean, he's kind of like the whole other half of the show.
Yeah.
Pelly is A. I love Pelly. I mean, that's a personal thing. It could be a personal thing. She's just hilarious.
I mean, I don't hate her. I'm just thinking, like, compared to the rest of the characters, we're gonna put a lot in A if we keep doing this.
Yeah, I like stuff. Oh,
Yeah, but
this chick is not an A. This random chick who tried to get Mando to take his helmet off. I don't give a fuck about her.
Compared to these, where would you put her?
I'd say B, yeah, because she doesn't play like a pivotal role besides getting him a ship.
I don't remember her much.
She's the lady in the village who has the blue shrimp and tries to make out with Mando.
Is this X Wolf? No, X Wolf. Sorry.
Yeah, that's X. That's X Wolves. Is it?
No, this one here. No. The what's his name? The director, dude, isn't it?
Oh no, yeah. It is Wolf. It's
Yeah.
Trapper Wolf.
Trapper Wolf. That's his name. Thank you. He's a background character, but I mean,
I'd put him in D just for fun because he's also like he does show up to save Mando like twice.
well, who plays Trapper Wolf? Feels like
Dave Filoni.
we wouldn't have a lot of Star Wars without him.
Yeah, but we're not judging Dave Filoni. Oh yeah, Mando's up there. He's fucking Din Djarin.
I don't remember who this is, though. I think she's another important character.
Yeah, I think she's one of the. No, those three are the directors.
Yeah.
That's Deborah Chow, I think. Cara
Dune
Dune as a character was fucking awesome.
As a character, I would put her up in A for sure.
Yes,
I'm gonna put her up in A for a character because she's one of the first really badass.
Yeah.
Women that we don't really care how she looks. That women are powerful.
But she also looks nice. Look,
and she would have an awesome show.
Everything else, take it away.
Armor is terribly designed for sure.
Oh yeah, yep, 100%. If you don't put him at the S tier,
He has one of the best speeches in Mandalorian.
He has
Season
one
2.
of the best like come up in moments against the Empire. Love it. Axe Woves. I would say Axe is maybe a B. Like
Almost done. This is the last part. Sorry.
Yeah, I would say Axe is a B.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I could say a B. I mean, he teaches the blurg. I have spoken. You know.
I like his character a lot.
Yeah, Moff Gideon is definitely either. Yeah, I mean, he's the villain for pretty much all of it so far. Fuck Frogger Lady. Oh yeah. Oh, the King. That dude is
memes,
the bro. Memes. He's the only guy in all of Star Wars who went, "Hey, can't you?"
I love him as an actor. Have you watched the I forgot what it's called, this show?
Yes,
the store show.
Yeah, I have.
I love it. It's so funny. And he's like, he's the only awoken character that actually thinks for once.
Right. He's like, I don't think we should trust these Imperial people, but whatever.
He's like the person who can see through you can see through the fourth wall.
He read the script.
I feel mean putting him up here. I'm gonna put him up
Yeah.
here.
Blue guy is what? C. I mean, he's funny. He's in a lot of episodes. He's just annoying-ish. Koska Reeves.
He's up here with Axe.
Yeah. They literally are like always together. If you see one, you see the other.
I felt bad. She's in a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The droid and the dude with the beard are all in that one same episode that I don't care about at all. Like, I think that droid is the biggest pile of dirt. That old dude is literally in 2 little scenes. That's one of the other directors. That is the bounty hunter who hires Mando to go after Fennec Shan and then tries to betray him. And he's an unmemorable little rat. Armorer, yep. Bo-Katan, right up there with him. I would say Din, Bo, Armorer.
Yeah, I think Bo's higher than the Armorer for sure.
Yeah. Then we got the 2 Twi'leks.
I don't remember them at all.
The only cool thing about that female Twi'lek is just she apparently had sex with Mando. That's it.
And that's the bounty hunter.
Yeah, that's yeah. Literally everyone down there besides Fennec Shan is an A. But yeah, besides Bill Burr's character, they're all the E's.
Yeah. She's up there for sure. I think Grief Karga is a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I love him.
He's a high A. It's okay. He's a high A.
I got these roles are so good.
Yeah.
Thinking about the roles they played, I almost want to put them in A.
So next we have the guy who tries to hire Mando, and he's the one who.
Still pretty decent. Though.
Yeah, and a great actor, like a great. But yeah, just his on-screen presence is okay. I'd say put him above Frog Lady, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. The 2 scout troopers are hilarious. They punch Grogu. That was fucking hilarious. Dr. Pershing, that's a good B. That dude who kills himself at the end of that ship fight, I don't care about him at all. He's just kind of an Imperial guy. Oh, Boba Fett. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel guilty if I don't.
I'd say he's above Whistle Dick right next to him. Moff Gideon.
You don't like Moff Gideon?
And, I mean, not that he's bad. He's a great character. Great acting. No, I just think Boba Fett has way more powerful scenes because it's his return.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like Moff Gideon has some great impact. I mean, think about the end of the last season. I think we actually put him down too low. I mean, he showed up and betrayed with all his own Mandalorian armor.
And then got
Super Commandos
which lasted 2 episodes.
It still was awesome. And then the end of the first season, he showed up with the Darksaber.
True, he is iconic.
He's a great villain. The
hell is that thing?
Still S tier. I think he's one of the. I don't remember.
No, don't know him.
I kind of remember his face, but
that Mon Calamari was kind of funny, but that's it.
I don't remember much about him.
He just fixes Din's ship.
Who's this?
That is.
I don't recognize who that is.
Me either. Yeah, Ahsoka's up there. The guy next to that guy you don't know was... Okay, so there's... I don't know that first guy. The second guy is the marshal to that lady. That's the magistrate, that third one, who Ahsoka asks about Thrawn.
She's up here. I don't know where I would put her, though.
I'd say high C, because she doesn't do much until like season 3.
Yeah, but she's still big in season 3. I'd still put her in B from season 3.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm just doing Mandalorian in general. But
Yeah.
If we go off season 2, she'd be down here. But with season 3, she definitely is up here for sure.
You hate the hell out of her.
Big role.
She's such a good character. You just hate the hell out of her.
Should we put her high over the person?
I'd put her over Pershing. Yeah.
She's the reason he's dead.
So, I guess that's Boba Fett in his armor.
Well, it could be arguably 2 characters.
Yeah.
Which character is it?
It's Boba. That's the shot when he's shooting the stormtroopers.
I know, but why they have him in here twice?
I don't know.
What's Boba Fett and Boba Fett?
Now at the very bottom, we have the 2 people at the very end. Luke Skywalker is A in Mando for me, just because it was an amazing reveal, but also that's not the purpose of the fucking show, so I don't want to put him in S. He was just a part of it.
I feel like how they kind of did him dirty. I feel like they could have done it better.
His entrance?
The CGI was terrible.
Who cares about I'm not looking at CGI. I'm crying because Luke Skywalker came back.
Fine.
You're watching a show with laser swords and space wizards. Get a little.
Yeah, but it's a series that's not about wizards and laser swords. That's the problem. This guy didn't really do too much.
Besides get shot by Bill Burr.
Yeah. I might put him down here.
And then, these other 3 people are just like...
They're like meme characters.
Right.
Like, I don't know. He doesn't really do much. He's not in there very long.
Just a dickhead who gets shot. Talks about Operation Cinder.
Yeah. And this is the...
That's the lady who works for Thrawn directly.
Yeah, I don't remember...
She fights Ahsoka, but she will be in the Ahsoka series, so we'll see more of her.
We don't see too much of these, I don't think, do we?
Yeah, they're in one episode with... That's the episode that Ahsoka appears. That's it.
These are mostly season 2 stuff.
Yeah.
These are all from season 2.
Pretty much. But hey, look at that. There's a fun tier list, guys. Wow, we thought we would get through a lot more, but as it is Star Wars...
Maybe we'll do one in the future when we knock out all this stuff. We could do one half and then talk about...
Yeah.
Yeah, either probably 2 weeks from now, we'll probably talk about phase 2 because I'll probably be done with them by then, hopefully.
And if you guys have any in particular part of a tier list that you would like us to do this specific tier list, send it to us. Put it in the comment section. We will happily do one of those in a future podcast then. Bam. So... that was a lot of fun. We went a little over, but hey, it's because in the beginning we were figuring everything out, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you all so much for coming out. These tier lists are awesome because it sparks so much random conversation. We will definitely be doing more. But again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see all of the amazing stuff getting ready to come out. Thank you all so much. And as always, may the Force serve you